When the verdict was dropped, everyone was inside of the community center, and it got really quiet in there. There was nobody screaming, nobody yelling. Of course, it was a silent outrage from what I've seen out here. People walked out of the community center, walked over to the Trayvon Memorial site right behind me, and started singing right away. They were in prayer. They had candles lit out there. This is a group of people, the community itself of Sanford, that have had cameras in their face for 17 months. We've had photos that we can show you right now of all the media that has been out at the courthouse, people coming out here, and even tonight there are several cameras, several reporters, photographers out here at the community center. So they have dealt with a lot over the last 17 months. Of course, Trayvon's family has dealt with a lot. Zimmerman has dealt with a lot, but definitely the people of Sanford right now, their main concern is what is the future of Sanford and what is to come after this verdict. We are live here in the Goldsboro community. First Coast News, Michelle Casada, NBC 12, ABC 25. This is Cheryl Smith. She's a resident of Sanford, has been a resident all her life, and you've been out here since early this morning just hoping for this verdict to come down. Tell me what you're feeling right now.
Well, right now, we all are experiencing tremendous disappointment. I've been standing here releasing deep breaths and not realizing how taut we have been in anticipation of this verdict. Once it came down, it was just devastating.
Tell me, I know when the verdict was read, I looked at your face and you had your hand over your mouth and your eyes closed. Tell me, what exactly was the thought running through your mind at that moment?
Unbelief. It is, I don't understand how they could arrive at a not guilty verdict.
What were you expecting today? What charge?
Guilty. If not second-degree murder, manslaughter, because it is manslaughter.
And I know in there we saw everyone remained quiet. Many people started crying. What can you tell me about just the peaceful reaction that Sanford has had tonight?
We've had a sense of peace all day. And now, with, like I say, we have not realized how taut we were with the expectation. So, I think it's going to take us several days, maybe even weeks, before we are able to just totally release this. But we're going to remain peaceful. We're not going to have any fits of violence. We're disappointed. We're disappointed in the justice system. We're disappointed in our city government. We're disappointed in the jury. And we just feel that Trayvon has been let down. His family has been let down. And it's just a travesty. And my emotions are not for myself. The emotions that everybody else is expressing here are not for ourselves. They are for that family, and they're for that young man. He died senselessly. He died at the hands of someone who took it upon themselves to take matters into their own hand, when all he had to do was simply remain in his vehicle, watch, and report.
And I know that we've had several conversations today, and we talked a little bit about the future of Sanford. Do you think Sanford can move past this, and what do you think lies ahead for your city?
I'm praying that Sanford can move past this. I believe that we should form some watchdog committees, work close in hand with the city officials, work close in hand with the county government, as well as our local police, and to ensure that something like this never happens again, because this should not have gone down this way.
All right, thank you so much, Cheryl. I appreciate you talking to us. And of course, I want to show you over here, only one candle still flickering out here at the Trayvon Memorial. Several people having peaceful reactions, but of course they are sad right now, and they are just leaning on each other for support. We will head back to the station, to the newsroom with Shannon and Jeannie. I'm Michelle Casada, live at the Goldsboro Community Center for First Coast News, NBC 12, ABC 25. That's right. We're at the Goldsboro Community Center, and I'm standing with Joanne, who says she's been following the trial since day one. Just tell me, I know you said you expected a not guilty verdict, actually. Tell me about that.
Yes, I was expecting a not guilty verdict because from the beginning when he started, they kept saying how he got his head bruised and how he was following Trayvon. And I believe that when George Zimmerman got out of the car and started following the young man, and he pursued whatever he wanted to do to Trayvon, and he saw that Trayvon was walking, I think he should have freedom to walk wherever you want to walk.
Tell me about just the sentiment tonight here in Sanford. I know a lot of people are very upset, but you've all remained very, very calm.
Well, when you have the Lord in your life, and a lot of us been praying, and when you pray and ask God for peace, you have to implement. When God implement that in your life, you have to walk in that. And we're all walking because we're hurt on the inside, but we're prayed for peace already. So we just want peace to be in everybody, and we want this to be a calm situation and everybody stay calm because of the situation that's going on. It's people are hurting right now.
Well, what do you think this message is to send out to the youth of Sanford? I know a lot of people related to Trayvon Martin, a lot of the youth here in Sanford. Tell me what you think about that.
Well, myself, I have 4 boys, and my boys are ranged from age 19 to 14. And I just think that could have been one of my children. And I think that the youth that's here today, they're looking at it, and I know they realize that could have been one of them. And what we're looking at is that we're saying, okay, that could have been anybody's baby. You know, anybody's baby could have been where Trayvon is. And we just hurt because we just feel that justice have not been served.
Thank you, Joanne. Thank you so much for your time and for your opinions. And that's a sentiment that I've received from a lot of people here in Sanford, that it's not a racial trial, that it was more that Trayvon was 17 years old, just a child, and that's why they have been so upset here at the Goldsboro Community Center. Back to Shannon and Jeannie in the newsroom. Michelle Casada, live for First Coast News, NBC 12, ABC 25. Jeannie, most of the people out here at the Goldsboro Community Center have cleared out by now, and I'm standing with Pastor Oliver from St. Paul Missionary Baptist Church, and you tell me that this is actually a good thing that people have left early tonight.
Well, yes, I give them an opportunity to really take it all in, take it to prayer, meditate a little while, and allow that frustration, allow the anger, because many that I have come across are really angry with the outcome of this trial, to really think about how that anger can be controlled in a positive manner. You know, there's nothing wrong.
And what has been your role out here tonight? Because I know obviously these are people that you know. What has been your role out here?
Oh yeah, definitely. People that I not only know but I love. And there's always a great concern about anything that might be considered to be a shortcoming, a wrongdoing, or an unjust. You know, no matter who the person is, no matter what color the person is, I get very, very, very concerned about whether or not that particular person or persons are being treated justly or fairly.
And I know tomorrow, a lot of people that have been out here are looking forward to the worship day and just kind of going home tonight, sleeping on what has happened today, and waking up tomorrow. What can you tell me about what might happen at your church tomorrow?
Well, you know, fortunate tomorrow is our youth day. And usually during youth day, we would have a messenger, a young messenger, that will give a word of God according to the Spirit of the Lord concerning how the word applies to their life. And hopefully we'll just let God work that out tomorrow. There will be a couple of moments and times where I might say something, and it depends upon, you know, the under the direction of the Spirit of the Lord.
What is the best message that you can give to the people of Sanford right now that are hurting, that were not happy with the verdict?
You know, the hurt is a angry hurt. And a message that I not only heard, but I gave one time is that of what the Word of God says: "Be ye angry, but sin not." So there's nothing wrong with being angry. As a matter of fact, that anger can be channeled in a right direction, as long as it is a godly anger.
A positive direction,
That's
correct. Thank you so much, Pastor Oliver. Thank you so much for talking to us. And that is the process right now here in Sanford, a healing process that actually began a year and a half ago when Trayvon Martin was first killed. And, you know, tonight a lot of people are sad going home. It has cleared out a lot. There have been at least 100 people coming in and out of the center today. Lots of media out here as well. And everyone has remained peaceful. Everybody has remained calm. And they are just dealing with the verdict and just how they feel about it tonight. Back to you, Jeannie and Shannon.